Okay, I have a the Book of Form and Emptiness update. I just want to talk about this one scene. So it could be considered quite spoilerish, but it's just this one scene that talked about self-care basically. So um yeah. Also, I'm packing an order right now, so I'm gonna be doing that. but I'll try to be not make so much noise. Okay, so the mom in the book is Annabelle. I can't remember if I've ever said her name in a video. I think I just said like the mom, but the mom's name is Annabelle. And there's a part in the book where she's really stressed out, you know? Like she's this might be loud. I'll wait. Okay. Now I got my pieces. So she is, she's grieving the death of her husband. Her child has schizophrenia or symptoms of schizophrenia, is having to stay in the hospital, has to have a therapist, or a psychologist. He's on a bunch of different medication. Her job tried firing her, and then she fought for her job because she was like, listen, you can't just phase me out because you taught all the men the new technology and you won't teach all the women. That's sexist. Fucking, like, train me to do this job. And they were like, fine. So she kept her job, which let her keep her health insurance for her son who's in the hospital. So she's just been doing a lot. As well as, like, in the beginning it was mentioned, like, after the death of her husband, that she had gained a lot of weight, and that is it is brought up a lot, and she feels like angry at herself. Her son even like mentions her weight gain, and this is constantly talked about. Constantly. I'm on page like 363 at this point. This is constantly, but earlier in this self-care scene. So she just has a lot on her mind, and she's constantly looking for like signs of her husband, um like signs that he's still there, like lingering around, like his ghost or his spirit is around. And her son Benny hates whenever she brings that up because he's like, dad's dead, like, please don't let this continue. But she thinks that there are signs of him all around. And one is, there's like a coupon for this massage place called Zen Massage or Zen Spa. And she takes it as, oh my gosh, this is a sign from him, because for a little bit of time in his youth, he was a Zen monk. So she's like, oh my gosh, he's telling me to go, to this Zen place. So she does. She decides to go. She's shocked when she gets there, and it's a bunch of white women with Southern American accents. And I think she even says, like, I wasn't expecting you to be here because, like, your place is called Zen. So I just thought, like, I don't know, you weren't going to be, like, a thin, blonde woman with, like, a Southern accent. I think it specifically said like a Texas accent. But she's like, whatever, I really want this massage. Like, I'm gonna do it because I think my husband led me here. So she does the typical thing of like, do I have to like get completely naked? And the massage therapist is like, no, if you want to, but like, undress to your comfortability or whatever they say typically, So she like takes her shirt off, gets on the massage table, and the woman, or she's really nervous about her weight and how the massage therapist, who's thin and pretty, is gonna say. And instead the woman compliments her on her skin and says that it's like it's very pretty and like very smooth and soft, and that shakes her up. Like, she is not expecting that type of message, because she thought for sure the woman was gonna say something about her weight. And then the massage progresses, and then she just starts randomly crying. And the massage therapist notices and tells her, like, that's totally fine. Like, that happens with some people. Just, if you gotta cry, cry, let it out. It's super okay. So she does. She lets it out and is realizing, like, how much emotion she's kept inside and hasn't let out, from grieving her husband's sudden death to the state of her child's mental health, from also her own trauma. And I'm pretty sure there's some undiagnosed um, mental illness with her as well. And we're just kind of watching on the sidelines. And so she just has a really good cry and then falls asleep. And then wakes up later and is super embarrassed. And the woman's like, hey, you clearly needed a rest. Here's some water. Here's some tea. Like, take your time. I'm glad you came. Um, and she then talks about, like, how she really needed that moment of self-care. And I just think that's really important. It made me think of caregivers, because, like, I'm watching my mom do a whole lot to care for her parents, my grandparents who have dementia. And self-care is so 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 important. And it's definitely something that my sister and I are always trying to tell my mom, like, have a moment of just you, or do something that you really want. You gotta have that self-care. Even if it's not going and getting a massage, even if it's just chilling and doing what you want to do, if it's just painting your nails, like, self-care can come in so many different forms and so many different ways, that it's very important to have, especially when you are taking on a lot of other people's emotions and having to handle their emotions, and just kind of putting yours on a shelf and going, oh, I can still move forward, everything is good, everything is fine. So I loved this scene, and I loved how it played out. Um, and yeah, so I just wanted to talk about it. Self-care is important. If you are in this situation where you are a caregiver, or you are just doing a lot for other people, that's caregiving. But if you're doing a lot for other people, make sure you have some self-care times. And maybe this is your sign to go get that massage. Maybe you also found a coupon. Go get that massage. Or, go spend an entire day at a bookstore. Or go do something that is just for you, where you can kind of turn off the world and just have that time to yourself. And if you have to cry, cry. Let it out. Have a good cry. Have a messy cry, the hiccup cry, mascara running down your face. Have a cry. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Okay. Back to self-care. That's why I created the rose oil. Honestly, I was originally only making this for myself. I would make some rose infused oil for myself, and I would use it on my hair, and I would use it kind of in, like, a meditative way when I was feeling not so great, or beating myself up over silly things, or being really self-critical. I would use my rose oil as a way of confidence, which is why, for like a little bit, I was calling it the confidence oil, without, like, explaining why. And that's why it was, like, to give myself a boost of confidence, of being like, no, like, I need to stop being self-critical. I have the skills that I have, and they're good, and I am constantly learning, and, like, my looks are my looks, and I think I'm beautiful, and I don't need to beat up myself. I don't need to be self-critical of every feature of me. And the oil honestly helped me with that. Like, I would put it on, and knowing that I was, like, doused in roses and smelling good and feeling good, and it would kind of it would get me out of that funk of being so heavily self-critical. And then I was like, I should sell this. I should offer this to more people, because I don't know, it seemed like the right thing to do. So that's kind of a lot of behind why I did the rose oil, so that you also had a boost or a wave of confidence. I still use mine. I absolutely love it. I just packed an order for one. These are in limited quality, because I only make a couple, because I really let it brew and do its thing, and I have the oil like surrounded by some crystals and some incense every now and then, and you know, it's vibing out. So I have 4 more bottles left. So if you want some rose oil, head to the Etsy. All right, order is packed and beautiful, and now I'm in my streaming outfit, and I got my cozy gamer mug because I'm gonna be streaming this morning. I'm really excited. I don't know what I'm gonna play yet. I've definitely felt the burnout of Animal Crossing again, which makes me sad because I don't like feeling that feeling. So yeah, I'm not gonna know what I'm gonna play until I hit start. It's either gonna be Spiritfarer or Animal Crossing. Maybe Animal Crossing, because Spiritfarer I gotta read a lot, because like the game, like there's no voice acting in the game, so I'm reading out loud and doing that and talking and just like being myself. That's a little exhausting, is what I'm trying to say. So I think it might just be an Animal Crossing day. And yeah, if I get this video up in time, maybe when you see it, you can click the link in the description. Boop! And that'll take you to my stream over on Twitch. Just saying. Just saying, you can catch one of my streams. We can hang out, have a fun time. Because we always have a fun time over there. I love streaming. It's very fun. I'm not very much of a gamer, you know? But I will say, like, the very chill, casual games, I'm all about it. Yeah, so it's gonna be Animal Crossing hour, and I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna try to get my hair up in a ponytail because I'm worried about lint, but I really want to wear this sweater because it's warm and it's very cold here. What's the weather here? Let me tell y'all. It's 24 degrees. Oh, excuse me, 22. It's 22 degrees. No, y'all. No. Mm-mm. Anyway, that's it for today's vlog. Self-care. I'm still gonna read a little bit before I stream. And I hope you have a beautiful, lovely, warm, toasty, cozy day. Bye! Oh wait, an emote. A rose? Did I do roses? I think I did roses. Another flower. I don't know what flower emotes there are. Isn't there like a hibiscus flower? There's a hibiscus flower. Throw the hibiscus in there. If not, like a sunflower. Oh, I love sunflowers. Yeah, do that one. Okay. Bye! You know. Okay, I'm gonna do a little twisty. Oh!